Good morning to everyone. Today we'll start with Unit 3 JSPs. JSP stand for Java Server Pages. Mainly this JSP is used to develop server-side scripting language. It is a server-side scripting language and it is used to develop web applications. Mainly JSPs they work with dynamic page content. Actually the history of this JSP is before to this JSP from Sun Microsystems servlet was there in the market. But the major disadvantage of the servlet is in order to work with servlet the strong Java knowledge is required. Okay, if we are not good with strong Java knowledge we cannot work with servlets. At the same time ASP was there in the market. ASP stands for active server pages. Active server pages. The advantage of this ASP is it is tag based language. It is tag based language. So this is given by Microsoft. Okay, parallelly in the market servlet was there. Sun Microsystems has given this. Okay, that the ASP by Microsoft and the servlet by Sun Microsystems. Servlet and ASP both were running parallelly, but as servlet is very complicated due to its programming language, ASP was clicked in the market because it is tag based. So in order to overcome with this disadvantage, again the Sun people has introduced JSP into the market. In the year 1998, the first JSP version was introduced. Later, different versions, 1.x, 2.x, like the different versions of JSPs are introduced into the market. First, before understanding JSP, first let us see what are the differences between servlet and JSP. So first let us see the differences between servlet and JSP. Here first servlet. Servlet is what? It is a programming based language. Compulsory you should be perfect with the programming. And the other side JSP is it is tag based language. So here in order to work with JSP, just we take the help of tags like HTML. Suppose already we have studied HTML. HTML is what? It is not programming based. It is tag based language. In order to work anything we use tags. Same way in JSP also to perform any task we use tags. Next, the second difference is to work with servlets we need strong Java knowledge is required, but coming to this JSP not required. Okay, programming knowledge is not required. Next, the third difference is in order to work with servlet compulsory you have to take the help of this web.xml. It is called as deployment descriptor. Compulsory you have to write this web.xml file. But coming to JSP, web.xml is not needed. Without web.xml, we can run our JSP program and we can see the output. Next, the fourth difference is in servlets, we don't have any implicit object support. Compulsory each and every object we have to create it. For example, I want to display some message onto the console window. So now what I have to do, usually in Java programs we use system.out.println. When we come to the servlet concept, okay, I have to take the help of this out.println method. Out.println method. For example, hi, I want to display on the console. So out is what? It is a object. So which type of object in the servlet? It is not implicit object, it is explicit object. So what is the difference between implicit and the explicit? Explicit means compulsory I have to create it, then only I can use it. Implicit is I did not create it, directly I can work with it. So in servlet there is no implicit and explicit, two categories are not there. All the objects are explicit only, compulsory I have to create each and every object. For example, here out.println, out is what? It is a print writer object. First I have to take the help of this print writer class. Print writer out is equal to response dot get writer. Okay, so in this step out is a created, out object is created. Next, by using this out I can invoke println method and I can display hi onto the console. Okay, in servlet We don't have any implicit object support. All are explicit only. Compulsory I have to create each and every object. Now coming to JSP, implicit object support is there. So in the JSP, I did not create print writer object like this. I did not create. Directly in my JSP program, I can write out.println. So why out is a implicit object. Total 9 implicit object support is available in JSP. They are request, response, session, out, okay, like that many object support is available. Total 9 objects. Next, coming to the next difference. Any change in source code, if you do any change in source code, if you do in servlet program, compulsory I have to resave it, I have to recompile it, again I have to reload the web application. Then only I will get the output. Okay, but coming to JSP, I did not do any. So suppose if you have done any change in the source code, directly you can run that program. You need not recompile or reload it. Directly whatever the changes you are doing in the source code, according to that the output is going to be displayed. Next, the sixth difference is in MVC architecture. We know that MVC, okay, it is a design pattern and it is followed by all the reputed organizations. So what is this design pattern? MVC is what? Model View Controller. So in this MVC architecture, servlet plays the role of controller. So C is what? Controller. So this controller logic, that is integration logic, we can put in the servlet. So servlet plays the role of controller in this MVC architecture. Now coming to JSP, in this MVC, JSP will play the role of V. V stands for view. So view is what? Presentation logic, we can put it here. Okay, in JSP we can put presentation logic, in servlet we can put controller, that is integration logic. Next, the seventh difference is in servlet we can put HTML. Okay, and coming to JSP, in HTML we'll put JSP. Now the eighth difference is here, as we can put HTML or code also in the servlet. Okay, there is no clean separation between the presentation and logic and the business logic. Okay, there is no clean separation. But coming to our JSP program, in JSP program we have clean separation is there. Okay, HTML tags we put it whenever in HTML we want to, if we want to embed any JSP code, again we have separate scriptlet tags are there. So with the help of the scriptlet tags, we are going to embed JSP code in our HTML. So there is a clean separation between the presentation logic and the business logic in JSP. So these are the 8 important differences between servlet and JSP.